Welcome to the 108th commencement ceremony celebrating the Lakeville North High School class of 2022. We look forward to celebrating this evening with family and friends of this very special graduating class, both near and far. Tonight is truly a celebration of 13 years of dedication to your growth and your learning. We know that everyone has a story to tell about their journey to reach this graduation ceremony. Your story is as unique and as special as each of you. We know that tonight there may be classmates, friends, or family who started this journey with you that are not able to be here to see and celebrate with you. But we all know that they are a part of tonight's celebration wherever they may be. Take a moment to reflect on all that they have taught you and how they encouraged you over the years. They will never be forgotten for all they gave to you to reach this point in your life. We recognize you, the class of 2022, for your contributions to our school over these past years. You have created a legacy, and we couldn't be more proud of you. So let the celebration begin. I'd like to begin by introducing our soon-to-be graduated from Lakeville area schools, our superintendent, Mr. Michael Bauman.
It's a great day to be a... All right, I had to do that for Mr. Bakke over at Century Middle School. Congratulations, class of 2022. You've had to traverse a very, very tough path to this day. And I just want to say congratulations, and you better celebrate, but do it safely. It's my honor and privilege this evening to introduce to you the school board members. And we'll start with Director Kathy Lewis. And Director Terry Lind, and our board chair, Judy Kelleher. Again, congratulations and celebrate safely. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Pimentel, and today I have the pleasure of announcing your class of 2022 commencement speaker, Taran Smith. Throughout Taran's high school career, Taran was involved in Model United Nations, Student Voices, DECA, captain of Varsity Mock Trial, and is also your class of 2022 senior class officer. In a couple months, Taran will be attending the University of Minnesota Twin Cities within the Carlson School of Management, pursuing a degree in finance. Ladies and gentlemen, Taran Smith.
Good evening. Before I begin, I want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you to the families and friends gathered in this arena tonight. We wouldn't be here without the support that we felt from those around us. Thank you to the teachers and administration for trusting me to speak here tonight and helping me along my journey. And lastly, one apology to my family, whom I never told I was speaking here tonight. Surprise! The year 2009 was a year full of firsts for most of us in this room. For parents, it's when you sent your children to kindergarten and watched them begin the fast process of growing up. For our teachers and faculty, they were introduced to an entire new class, the ever-adaptable class of 2022. And for us, tonight's graduates, we began counting down the days until tonight. But along the way, we were introduced to several other firsts. We walked through the hallways, scented with Elmer's glue, gazed at the artwork of the prestigious fifth graders, and learned just how easily Crayola crayons can break. Along the way, we created memories to last a lifetime. Now, in 2022, it is easier than ever to record these moments. Whether you're literally recording them on video, posting to social media, or creating a spam account on Instagram. But back to 2009, this wasn't such a simple task. Personally, I was a part of the cliché group that kept a childhood diary. This diary was blue, had a capital T for Taran on the cover, and was coated in glitter. You know, I actually don't know why I'm describing it to you because I have it right here. Here she is in all her glory, my 2010s Justice Era diary, filled with what I thought were juicy secrets, but in reality were recordings of me going to school, playing with friends, and the annual birthday wish list. Even now, except today, I fill it with to-do lists, packing lists, and the occasional inspirational message or two. For instance, one afternoon I was sitting in my living room with my school-issued iPad and notebook filled with physics notes sprawled out in front of me. I was feeling completely overwhelmed by the amount of work I needed to get done. This is when I decided to take a 5 or 45-minute social media break. And that's when a quote popped onto my screen. This quote was spoken by the late American tennis player Arthur Ashe. And it read, "Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can." Immediately, this struck a chord, and I made sure to copy it into this very diary. I then tore out the page and hung it up on a mirror in my bedroom. Now, oftentimes, I remind myself to start where I am, to use what I have, and to do what I can. Now, when I was preparing to speak here tonight, I kept asking myself what major ideas I wanted to convey. And before I knew it, I had 2 full pages of just bullet points. And in order to cut this down, I decided to take a look at what each idea had in common with another. But it was in this moment that I saw the exact thing that I needed. My torn out diary page sitting on my mirror in my bedroom with some of the most influential words I have ever read. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. I mean, this was my aha moment. This quote literally embodies the idea of being resilient in situations that we face, and nothing can describe the class of 2022 better. Start where you are. Begin today. Begin now. If you start today and fail, as cliche as it sounds, it's okay, because you're going to get up again. Each time that you rise after you fall, you build a new form of stamina. The process of starting becomes natural and smooth. When we first walked the halls of Lakeville North as freshmen, we were introduced to an entire new world. Final exams became prevalent, studying habits a necessity, and balancing a social life remained at the top of most of our priorities. But this balance has never been an easy one to get. Many have experienced burnout, anxiety, and fear to keep up with our responsibilities. But this is when the class of 2022 used what we had. Use what you have. Take the knowledge that you've acquired thus far, strengths that you never knew you had, and use them. Use them shamelessly, even if all of your puzzle pieces aren't quite fitting yet. Do what you can. I ask everybody sitting in here tonight, did you wake up every morning ready to conquer the day ahead of you? Did you begin every exam certain you would ace it? Did you prepare for post-secondary life knowing exactly what you wanted to do? Did you walk into every stadium knowing exactly where your friends were standing? Regardless, you did it. You woke up each morning, packed a bag, put your socks on, and began your day. You took the exams, began preparing for post-secondary life, and screamed 22, 22, 2020, 22 during halftime. Every student sitting in here tonight has an incredible amount of dedication and resilience. It is up to us to take the strengths that we have gathered together and use them in our futures. And I'll finish on this. Always remember that when times get tough or you feel small, sometimes all you can do is start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Congratulations, class of 2020-22. They truly were great days to be a Panther. Thank you.
At this time, we'll have two performances by our choir. The first performance is the Now and Then Singers singing Golden, originally performed by Harry Styles. The soloist is senior Cole Lyman. The second piece will be our juniors and seniors singing Lovely Day by Bill Withers, arranged by Robert Gibson.
Don't wanna be alone when it ends. Don't wanna let you know. I don't wanna be alone, but I can feel you take a hold. I who I am. Loving is the antidote. Golden. You're so golden. I don't wanna be alone. You're so golden. You're so golden. I'm out of my head and I know that you're scared because hearts get broken. I know that you're scared. I'm so open. You're so golden. I don't wanna be alone. You're so golden. You're so golden. You're so golden. I'm out of my head and I know that you're scared because hearts get broken. seems to know the way. Then I look at you, and I look at you, and I look at you, and the world's alright, alright with me. Just one look at you, just one look at you, just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be. It's gonna be a lovely It's gonna be a lovely day. 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 It's gonna be a lovely day.
Thank you, Jamie Casperson, and members of Now and Then and the choir. Good evening. Welcome, District Administration, school board members, Lakeville North High School staff, families, friends, and members of the graduating class of 2022. My name is Holly Standke, and I have truly the pleasure of serving as one of the Dean of Students at Lakeville North High School. It is with great pride that I share with you a few select honors earned by the members of the class of 2022. Many of these awards and honors are in addition to those already received at the awards night on May 9th. Graduates, I will be asking you to stand to be recognized after each award has been announced. Please hold your applause until all the names are read. As you look over the graduating class, you will see many students with gold tassels. These are the senior members of the National Honor Society. The National Honor Society is a service organization whose members are identified as being outstanding in academics, leadership, character, and service. Would the 79 National Honor Society students please stand to be recognized? Congratulations, you may be seated. Each year, approximately 1.5 million high school students enter the National Merit Scholarship Program and take the pre-SAT. Of those 50,000 students are named as commended scholars, and 16,000 become semifinalists that can then apply to be finalists. This year, we are proud to announce one student who was awarded a National Merit Commended Scholar. Would you please stand and be recognized, Michaela Jouer. Congratulations. We are proud to announce two students who were named as National Merit Finalists. Each student submitted a detailed scholarship application and achieved the status of National Merit Finalists. Would you please stand to be recognized, Dashel Baldwin and Michael Schatz. Congratulations. In the hallway outside our Lakeville North High School auditorium, you will find a plaque honoring students who achieved the category of highly selective on the ACT exam. This is a score ranging from a 33 to a 36. This year, we have 9 recipients of this honor. As I read your name, please stand and be recognized. Brenna Akeson, Tarika Arun Kumar, Dashel Baldwin, Alyssa Chang, Gabrielle Croak, Michaela Jouer, Brennan Oakland, Michael Schatz, and Jonathan Stacy. Congratulations. Looking at the graduation program, you may have noticed many students with stars after their names. The students with 1 star after their name have earned the cum laude distinction. These students have maintained a 3.7 to 3.884 weighted grade point average. Will the 52 cum laude students please stand to be recognized? Congratulations, you may be seated. The students with 2 stars after their name have earned the magna cum laude distinction. These students have maintained a 3.85 to 3.99 weighted grade point average. Will the 47 magna cum laude students please stand and be recognized? The students with 3 stars after their name have earned the summa cum laude distinction. These students have maintained a 4.0 or above weighted grade point average. Will the 89 summa cum laude students please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. You may be seated. At this time, we would like to recognize 8 Lakeville North students who are entering the military after graduation. Would the following students please stand to be recognized? U.S. Air Force, Trenton Bussey. U.S. Air Force Reserves, Matthew Brokenshire. U.S. Marines Andrew Duran and Robert Kavasik. U.S. Army Noah Koenig. U.S. Army National Guard, Jaden Sands and Levi Strom. Thank you for your service to our country. At this time, I have the pleasure of introducing your faculty student speaker, math teacher, and coach extraordinaire, Mr. Brian Bosson.
Hey, thank you guys for choosing me to be your graduation speaker. One of you was very quick to let me know there were only 8 people in contention, but I still consider it a win. I spoke once before in 2008, and it was 10 years after my own graduation, and I thought I delivered a masterpiece, all right? Looking back, I'm not totally sure I was mature enough to offer life advice. Now, granted, I was married, living at home, had a kid, and most importantly, paying my own cell phone bill. And that, guys, is how you know you're an adult. I told myself I wasn't going to speak again until I felt like I had a special and different message to share. So I went back and looked at the old one before I wrote this one. And it turns out some of the stuff I offered was relevant. A lot of it was real bad advice. And I want to share one particular piece of really bad advice I gave to the class of 08. I told them to max out their student loans and enjoy their life. Yep. I hope nobody listened to that. I had no idea about the interest rates and inflation, and it turns out you should do your best to save at an early age and avoid insurmountable debt. So do that instead. There we go, yeah. That's my time. I quoted Gandhi, Winston Churchill, and of course, Jay-Z. And I haven't dug through the archives enough, but I think I might be the only graduation speaker to quote those three equally brilliant minds. And you had better believe I've challenged myself to try to do it again. Now, today is your graduation. And so to that I say congratulations to you, class of 2022. This class has been a special one. And I think every class has its own personality and things that I think they'll be remembered for, but I have to be honest, I was a little partial to you guys. I enjoyed your personality. I feel like this class had a unique ability to adapt to change. Mahatma Gandhi once said, people don't usually laugh when you say Mahatma Gandhi, okay? We're gonna wanna, but he once said, be the change you wanna see in the world. I did just quote Gandhi again, didn't I? That's good. Speaking of change, you guys actually changed the meaning of a lot of words. Low key, you really did. And if I can be honest, some of you took those new words too far. You know who you are. The people that said high key, no cap, that's real bad. But mistakes happen, it's part of growing up. When you guys entered high school, you had so much energy and so much excitement. You know, this place really slapped while you were here. Or maybe it smacked. I could never tell the difference, but I know it was good. Your fashion changed. It started with Vans, and then it turned to Dunks or Jays, and now Blazers. And some of you even caught the latest trend, the old New Balance trend. Never too late to hop on board. Bottom line, you guys, you were dripping. Now, somewhere along the way, high school loses its excitement. It just feels so mid, right? Like straight dust. And it was during those times I challenged you to finish strong, you know. Don't sell it when you should send it. I think clearly I was chosen because I speak your language. On God. Now your class, like all the previous Lakeville North graduating classes, is going to enter the next stage of your life. Some of you may be heading to 4 or possibly 5-year schools, 2-year schools, trade schools. Some may be straight to the work world, some to the military. And some are just going home to finish the video game you paused before you came here. For each of you, the path's going to be different. But one thing I'm certain of is that nobody knows or cares who you were at Lakeville North where you're going. Next chapter of life is a fresh start. Chance to decide who you want to be. Maybe you got caught eating a booger in middle school. Maybe you cried when you forgot your lunch in elementary school. Maybe you missed the game-winning shot, or you dropped the punt. Or maybe you just got a tattoo that was spelled wrong, you know? But where you're going, that's all forgotten. You know what, though? They also aren't going to remember the touchdown, the goal, and the home run you got your senior year. Yeah. Or the time you hosted the Pep Fest, or the time you won the homecoming crown rocking a red mullet and Pit Viper sunglasses. See, what's next is a fresh start for all of you. And with that fresh start comes some challenges. One of the greatest challenges is finding balance. Once you leave Lakeville, it's up to you to decide how much studying you need, or how late you should stay up looking at TikTok, or whether you should go to the restaurant or just order DoorDash. You see, you set your curfew, you balance your budget, you decide how much ice cream to eat before or after breakfast. I said ice cream before breakfast. Who's gonna stop you? Nobody. You are entering the time of your lives. You're gonna love it. It's finally your chance to figure out who you are and what's most important to you. So I'd like to share a few things that I've learned that are most important to me. Number one, you never stop developing your character. Your character is who you are when no one's watching. and I challenge you to be the same person in every room that you enter. I find that one of the secrets to being happy is knowing what people will say about you when you leave and being okay with it, because they're gonna say it. And you can't just wait around to be the last person just to avoid what others might think. I think there's a metaphor in there somewhere, but I'm not sure. Number 2, develop resilience. Winston Churchill says your success is the ability to move from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Did he just quote Churchill again? God, I thought he was just a coach. I like that quote, but it's not what success is, it's what resilience is. Resilient people find ways to be successful. Football teams heard me tell them this a bunch of times. Losing doesn't make you a loser. It's refusing to learn the lessons from losing that does. Understand, I'm not talking about wins or losses in games. I mean the victories you'll have in your careers, in your relationships, and in your communities. They'll all be a result of the lessons you learned in your failures, and that's your resilience. Number 3, find a way to get paid doing what you love. Now this is gonna come as a shock to some of you, but I didn't become a teacher because I have a passion for numbers. I just like attention. I do. And teaching gives me a way to get it. I like attention so much, I put my name in the hat to speak just so I could steal the thunder from my niece who's graduating right here, right now. Yeah. And I think tomorrow night at her grad party, I'm gonna announce that we're having another baby. We're not though, that's a lie. Truth is, one of my peers told me I was like Theodore Roosevelt, not the intelligence or leadership stuff, but apparently it said about Roosevelt that he liked attention so much, he wished he could be the corpse at every funeral and the bride at every wedding, and I can relate. The point I'm trying to make is find a career that allows you to do what you love and don't settle. Number 4, whenever possible, help others. I worry some of us older members of society have lost our ability to empathize with one another. Your success doesn't have to come at the expense of someone else's. I believe your greatest successes will be measured by those that you influence throughout your life. The great Jay-Z says it best. We measure success by how many people successful next to you. Here we say you broke if everybody broke except for you. That's right, guys. Did it again, all 3. Don't be afraid to ask for help. This is number 5. This one's important. Asking for help doesn't make you a failure. It's failing when there are people around to help you that does. I know you're excited to leave and get on with the next phase in your life, whatever it might be. I hope you're able to take some lessons you learned in this awesome community and my personal favorite school growing up. Who knows, maybe you'll be back. But until then, I'm gonna leave you with this quote from the Avett Brothers, one of my favorite bands. Decide what to be and go be it. Congratulations, class of 2022. It's been an honor. Thanks for letting me speak.
Congratulations to you, class of 2022. You did it. Every journey to graduation has its story, but you, my dear graduates, have taken the road less traveled to get to this day. Look around. You have proven that the roads that made you stronger and wiser, and you are now ready to make a difference in this world. You have been given the ultimate high school graduation assignment, as you have been asked not only to complete requirements by the state of Minnesota, but you have been asked to complete humanitarian requirements as defined by a pandemic. Your high school journey was not only defined as homework and tests about curricular content, but as life tests in flexibility, perseverance, and kindness. The curriculum wasn't always easy, but you continued to learn and grow through all that was put before you. Now, as we are ready to launch you into this world, you are not only book smart, but you are wise beyond your years. You have the skills necessary to be successful, thoughtful, and flexible with whatever this world may throw to you. These skills will be important because the world is in desperate need of problem solvers, peacekeepers, teachers, caregivers, and humanitarians. The people in the audience this evening look to you to carry the next generation forward. It may feel like a daunting task, But from what I've learned about you these past 3 years, I am not worried. You are not only up for the challenge, but you will excel and redefine solutions to complex world problems with grace and compassion. Ultimately, one of the greatest skills you have learned these past 4 years is the art of being in the moment with those around you. Whether it was at home or it was at school, you made the most of your time together with one another. This is a skill that will never lose value, no matter where you go, what you do, or where your path may take you. As you leave Lakeville North, I hope that you will always live in the moment. Remember your true north. Say good morning to those you greet. And never forget how very proud we are of you for navigating and learning more than we could ever give you in our classrooms. Congratulations. Graduates, please rise. I am honored and proud to present to you the members of the class of 2022, members of the board. As a principal of Lakeville North High School, and speaking on behalf of the administration and the entire K-12 staff, I certify that these students are eligible to participate in this commencement ceremony.
On behalf of the School Board of Independent School District 194, the Lakeville Area Public Schools, it is my pleasure to present the class of 2022. This class of 455 students have successfully met the district's requirements for graduation, and it is now time to present the diplomas. So please be seated except for the front row.
Anis Abdul. Callie Adams. Sorry.
Do you want to say it again?
Callie Adams.
This is how it makes sense, right?
Matthew Adesevich. Hamza Aiden. Brenna Akison. Joshua Aldrich. Lucas Allen. Mauro Alonso. Kylie Ambrasis. Aiden Anderson. Anthony Anderson. Benjamin Anderson. Kayla Anderson.
What'd you say?
Molly Anderson. Sophie Anderson. Fatima Artiega Pena. Tarika Arunkamar. Michaela Ashley. Ariam Ashmi. Danielle Arer. Fatima Ahmed. Abelin Barr. Angelo Badami. Damiano Badami.
This is my group.
Yasser Beg. Alexander Baker. Andy Baker. Benjamin Baker. Rachna Balasubramanian. Andrew Baldwin. Dashel Baldwin. Sophia Ballard. Brian Barnes. Jacob Barnett. Alexis Barrio. Samira Bataforian. Zachary Bauer. Sydney Bauman. Ashley Bennett. Louisa Benning. Catherine Bergston. Mitchell Bernier. Jameson Byer. Francis Blumberg. Gavin Bowe. Aiden Bolin. Libby Bonjean. Grace Bowen. Jasper Bowman. Emily Boyer. Spencer Brosh. Nicholas Brahma Warhol. Matt Branscombe. Grace Bridgman. Aiden Britton. Magdalene Broback. Ryan Brodeen. Matthew Brokenshire. Leo Bruciani. Wesley Brunello. Meredith Bryant. Michael Buck. Kennedy Bueno. Jacob Berger. Mason Burud. Trenton Bussey. Sabir Bazuri. Edison Butts. Zachary Bai. Chase Camilli. Sydney Campisi. Andrew Carlson. Tyler Caro. Taylor Cash. Dylan Castle. Maya Chamberlain. Zach Chandradat. Olivia Charles Rice. Livia Charles Rice. Griffin Charter. Jethro Chen. Alyssa Ching. Daniel Christensen. Cody Christensen. Catherine Collins. Isabella Conrad. Catherine Craig. Maddox Craig. Christina Creighton. Brielle Croak. Brian Cuvius. Thomas Dahlgren. I have Braden DeBolt. Keegan De Kramer. Nicholas Demo. Elena Deutsch. Jaron Deutsch. Evan Dio. Maya Dirks. Anna Dietrich. Zachary Dobratz. Cole Dougal. Karina Dougal. Ann Doyle. William Drake. Adrian Drink. Jackson Drent. Ikran Duali. Murphy Duder. Andrew Duran. Graham Eggerman. Zach Ennebeck. Greta Engels. Gladys Escobedo Medina. Agape Eshetu. Benjamin Exline. Carlos Fajardo Salas. Cadence Fetzik.
Alexandra Finkel. Oh. Evan Finley. Rohimber Flores Gallen. Hannah Foge. Taylor Four. John Fulvin. Sophia Fours. Keaton Fowler. Duncan Fransdahl. Sydney Fuglister. Gayatri Gajela. Hannah Gallus. Caleb Garvin. Gianna Gasparini. Jet Gibbons. Erlyn Gibson. Alexander Gill. Blake Godey. Annika Gorg. Michael Graber. Danielle Green. Anna Groff. Emily Gradzileski. Jackson Guck. Selma Grasse. Christopher Gustafson. Kristen Hafen. Abigail Haas. Saphir Hyder. Richard Hawkinson. Hattie Halverson. Levi Halverson. Cadence Hamrick. Caroline Hansen. Abby Hansen. Jackson Hansen. Elizabeth Harnack. Laura Harrison. Haley Harvis. Zachariah Hassan. Clara Haugen. Emma Haugen. Joshua Haugen. Sophia Hazelton. Alexander Heffley. Benjamin Hagen. Jack Hagen. Sadie Hendrickson. Emma Henry. Justin Henry. Serenity Herr. Haley Hilla. Ella Hillis. Emma Hinson. Emily Hodgen. Gavin Hoffman. Haley Hoffman. Jana Holen. Emily Hool. Blake Howe. Aiden Hughes. I don't know when I stop. Zachary Hunoff. Adeline Johnson. Jeremy Johnson. Do you come back up at some point? Okay. Caleb Hurd. Joshua Hines. Finnegan Jocks. Abigail Jandro. Luke Jack. Emily Jensen. Meredith Jensen. Ajay Jaram. Aiden Johnson. Alexander Johnson. Anna Johnson. Lucas Johnson. Nathan Johnson. Trey Johnson. Tyler Johnson. Evan Jones. Michaela Jaware. Alyssa Jutton. Devin Kane. Alexander Kasich. Grace Kiner. Lucas King. Morgan Kingfen. Hugh Kingsley. Avery Kirsch. Jamison Klein. Cameron Klinker. Jack Coker. Noah Koenig. Emma Kuschel. Robert Kovacic. Zach Kraus. Brad Kramer. Timothy Krenhop. Aaliyah Creighton. Caleb Kunkel. Abigail Kowali. Isabella Cavalli. Aiden Larimore. Braden Larson. Braden Larson. Lauren Larson. Ian Lee. Bailey Leak. Dylan Leak. Okay. McKenna Lehman. Luke Lurden.
Zoe Lamenda. Jackson Long. Skylar Lopez. Megan Loth. Nicholas Lovejoy. Grace Lubelai. Bija Lundy. Sophia Lundergan. Lauren Leiden. Cole Lyman. Brady Lynn. Alicia Lyons. Gabriel McFarland. Madison Olivia. Tabia Manjumdar. Olivia Magnan. Braden Manning. Nick McBride. Grace McCarthy. Lauren McCutcheon. Michael McDonald. Ryan McFadden. Kaylee McMillan. Hannah Murden. Stephanie Murley. Carly Meshke. Ainsley Meyer. Jacob Miller. Rachel Miller. Landon Mose. Lily Munarum. Gavin Moorhead. Ella Morin. Enrico Moses. Cade Murphy. Lance Murphy. Yep. Hakan Naughton. Tejas Neneman. Caitlin Ness. Caitlin Wynn. God. 2 Win. Jared Nichols. Brock Niderer. Emma Neeson. Thomas Niggling. Nabiha Nomani. Aiden Nord. Fatima Noor. Liban Noor. Emily Nyberg. Naomi O'Brien. Matthew O'Connor. Ilea O'Malley Eubanks, excuse me. Brendan Oakland. Ava Oaks. Alian Olia. April Olson. Ashley Olson. Megan Olson. Nicholas Olson. Nicole Ozowski. Hayden Oster. Jasmine O'Funs. Praise Pasiga. Kaylee Parks. Jeffrey Paris. Sarah Patullo. Emily Paulson. Anna Pavick. Logan Pearson. McKenna Pence. Ava Perrin. Ellie Peterson. Caitlin Peterson. Leah Peterson. Samuel Peterson. Eliana Pettis. Jamie Fan. Danielle Phillips. Gabrielle Finney. Gus Piper. Kayana Pearson. Lucas Paling. Caden Polinsky. Riley Porter. Cameron Pratt. Andrew Pershelskovsky. Ethan Puckett. Olivia Purdy. Samuel Purdy. Brooke Quam. Lauren Quinnell. Sage Rada. Chase Randall. William Rasmussen. Sarah Rauf. Colin Reller. Andrew Wren. Isabel Rendell. Ella Renner. Nora Renner. Mason Reavers. Noah Ricken. Mackenzie Reese. Danielle Daniel Rilshe. Now again. Ryan Riskadal. Caitlin Rowers.
Isaac Rosenthal. Jocelyn Rowe. Aiden Roy. Samantha Roy. Abby Rulin. Maya Rushkin. Hayden Sigamo. Ashton Salmi. Ella Sampson. McKenna Samuels. Jaden Sands. Wilson Sather. Marcus Satterley. Sophie Schaefer. Jude Schaefer. Michael Schatz. Jared Schmelling. Beth Schmid. Jake Schmidt. Gavin Schroffnagel. London Schultz. Parker Schumann. Tyler Seitzinger. Lydia Selig. Samantha Selman. Arthur Setter. Abigail Sherman. Sydney Shirk. Alina Shramoff. Jordan Shea Wright. Hannah Slackue. Abby Smith. Taran Smith. Maya Schneider. Audrey Sorensen. Cole Spanovich. Caitlin Spark. Jonathan Stacy. Natalie Stanek. Elizabeth Stansbarger. Joshua Stanton. Hayden Stopey. Adam Steele. Jane Steele. Amelia Stewart. Elijah Stewart. Levi Strom. Maximilian Stubbins. Brooke Steyer. Yulia Stiles. David Swanson. Emma Swedberg. Brooke Swedfigger. Madison Swearzik. Raina Swarzowski. Samuel Talley. Cheyenne Taylor. Emma Tesmer. Madeline Thomas. Olivia Thompson. Elena Tikowski. Sydney Tim. Abigail Titus. Vincent Trainer. Samuel Tucksher. Pierce Wyman. Ethan Hewlin. Shania Van Lulin. Allison Vigo. David Verby. Luis Villalobos de la Fuente. Jory Volk. Dylan Van Ruden. Alexander Van On Vu. Eric Wagner. Brady Wall. Vinny Wanda. Michael Warren Falter. Armani Warner. Abigail Weaver, Jude Weber, Michaela Wigan, Brooke Whalen, Abigail Werlin, Wyatt Wilkie, Meech Williams, Jaden Williams, Marley Williams, Olivia Williams, Samuel Wisprod, is it Hallie Whitty, Grace Wanuka, Emerson Wood, Brandon Wright, Faisal Youssef, Helen Zenner, Li Zhang, Venus Zhang, Macy Zins, Carmen Zinter, Alexis Zelke,
It was just brought to my attention that Bailey Leak is also going to be joining the U.S. Marines. So congratulations and thank you. Prior to recessing our graduates, I ask families and friends in the viewing areas to please stay where you are, and your graduate will come to you. They will be collecting their diploma from their line leaders, meeting you, and then exiting with you this evening. There is a graduation ceremony following this, so we ask that you go outside to take your pictures this evening. You guys ready? Did you do what I told you to do with your tassel? Yeah? You're all ready? And now's the time. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it brings me great joy to present to you the class of 2022.